Two Mugs. I'm Russell Smith.
And I'm Dan Bush. It's nice to be with you today.
It's good to be back. So Dan, what's our coffee of the day?
We are sampling Cafe Du Monde's coffee. This is American coffee. This is from...
It's American coffee and it's Cafe Du Monde.
Du Monde, yes. New Orleans, Louisiana.
Boucher.
Maybe you've seen this before. Good stuff. Wonderful. It's different because it's got a little bit of chicory in it. Oh. And my wife and I really like it.
It's got a bite to it.
I really do like it.
It's tasty. It's quite tasty. It's something robust to get you out of the bed in the morning.
It's true. I'm going to have a chance to go there next week.
Oh, cool.
And to visit the cafe. So
outstanding.
I'm looking forward to that.
So you will have Cafe Du Monde in the proper setting.
Yes, maybe I'll buy a mug.
Oh, have some and have some beignets. Oh, très bien.
That's right. That's so right. Well, what do you think? What's in your mug today, Russell?
What's in my mug? What's in my mug today is Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I was reading Life Together. I came across this powerful quote about listening. And it's just been kicking my tuchus.
Well, Bonhoeffer is so rich.
Oh, he sure is.
Yes.
And you know, the story of Bonhoeffer as one of the great Christian martyrs of the 20th century, standing up to tyranny and paying the ultimate price, is very convicting.
Yes.
And he has this statement about listening that was just so powerful to me. The first service that one owes to others in the fellowship consists in listening to them. Just as love to God begins with listening to His Word, so the beginning of love for the brethren is learning to listen to them. And so he's tying together there the idea of learning to listen to God's Word and learning to listen to one another. And I find it so powerful because so often in the Christian church we do so much more about speaking, communicating, teaching. I've got this to get across. I've got this to convey. Right. And then here he is putting forth the habit of being quiet and fully attending to the other. Very, very convicting statement.
I like that. I got to remember that that's in that book. I came across another book years ago that I read called The Lost Art of Listening by Michael Nichols. And he explains this concept of when we're listening to somebody, take all that you want to say. Take all of the thoughts in your mind. Because half of the time when we're listening, we're not really listening. We're really formulating what it is that we're going to say.
I'm sorry, I've got something really great to add.
Yes, exactly.
Carry on.
Yeah, and putting it on the shelf so that you might be totally available to actually hear what the other person is saying.
So that's such an easy thing to say, but such a hard thing to do, isn't it?
It really is hard to do.
Yeah, because I'm constantly thinking about how do I respond? How do I react? How do I contribute to this in some way, shape, or form, rather than fully giving of myself and considering how do I go deeper with this person? How do what probing question do I ask? How do I ask for clarification or for illumination? How do I help them express themselves more deeply and fully?
Well, something you just said, and it happened to me because I was thinking about what to say while you were talking rather than listening, and I apologize. But something you said triggered in me the idea of curiosity. When you're speaking and you said go deeper, a good train of thought for going deeper is curiosity. To have a true and honest curiosity of what the other is saying, which leads you maybe to a question or to a pause or something to go deeper. And in that moment, you're listening. You're not thinking of what to say. You're attending to those in order to go deeper. So having curiosity, I think it really helps in listening. Putting yourself on the shelf and all that you have to say, and then entering in a curious way into what the other person is contributing to the conversation.
Yeah, and that becomes part of the ping pong of the conversation as well, where because a good conversation does have that back, that forth. I contribute, I listen, I contribute, I listen. And I think Bonhoeffer's talking about pastoral listening listening for healing, restorative purposes.
Right.
But then there's also the listening so that we can be engaging conversational partners. And in either case, you still need to be attending to the other so that you can be engaging with them.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's what's in our mugs today.
What's in your